The talk about giving citizenship is nonsense. It won't be given because, frankly, the British government were a load of racists, and they could have given the citizenship to all the Hong Kong people, and they didn't do so because they didn't want people from Hong Kong coming to Britain. So all this type of thing is not going to occur. But this interference has not started with the House of Representatives and the American Congress recent discussions. What it started with is the question that for example, senators like Marco Rubio and others have been doing things like nominating Joshua Wong for the Nobel Peace Prize. They've given support from the organisations funded by the American Congress to people here. This was prepared a long time ago. It's not something new which the US Congress is doing. They've prepared it. These people are very determined. They want the separation of Hong Kong from China, which the United States would never agree to the separation of part of the United States from the United States, but they want to try to separate Hong Kong. These people can't be reasoned with. The situation in Hong Kong is a bringing together of two things. One, historically, which I'm afraid was created by my country, which is Britain. And you have to understand the peculiarity of Britain was it ruled its very big empire by dividing people. It's traditional, so in Ireland it set Protestants against Catholics, in India it tried to set Hindus against Muslims, and in Hong Kong it tried to send the Hong Kong people to do two things. One is to look up to the British, and two, to look down on the people from the mainland. That's the historical origin of what's happening in Hong Kong. But then in that you have a particular situation where you have an intervention from outside. We should have no illusions. The people who lead these protests, their demands are not the ones that they put forward. That what they really want is they want the separation of Hong Kong from China. They're not going to be reasoned with. Now, they have absolutely no chance of success. I can give you a very explanation which would be very understandable to somebody in the West. Who is considered the greatest president of the United States? The greatest president of the United States is considered Abraham Lincoln. What did Abraham Lincoln do? The South tried to break away, and he sent in the army to crush it. He unleashed very determined generals on it. It doesn't have to adopt the same methods that Lincoln did, but the point that Lincoln was making, there are no circumstances in which there will be a secession from the United States. And I think that there is just the same thing which happens with the people from Hong Kong, which is they have no chance of succeeding whatever. So I just think that what will happen is that these events will slowly die down.